Okay, so this is a new channel, and if you have seen my older channels, we don't talk about that. But here we're gonna be doing videography and filmmaking and all that jazz. And I figured a cool little introductory video is introducing all of my gear that I currently use and building up a rig, aka the rig that I use mainly for videography. Got it? Alright, let's start with my camera body. Alright, so my main camera body is the Panasonic Lumix GH5. This body cost me 749 euros used. It's definitely got some wear and tear, but it still performs fantastically. It came with all the things you need, you know, the battery charger, your lens cap, and of course the body itself. Even came with this shoe cover still attached to it. And if you're just getting into like 10-bit recording, log, and just generally like a little more advanced videography, this is a really good camera to do that on. And of course we cannot use it without a lens, so I have the Panasonic Lumix 14-140 f3.5 to 5.6 micro four thirds lens. This lens cost me $569 or euros, I guess. I'm just too used to saying dollars in English. But all around, it's actually a really good lens. So let's put it on the body. Alrighty, now you have just your average camera to just do things on. We take off this lens cap, and there you go, you have your average camera. But we don't want an average camera. We want a cinema rig. The first step to getting a cinema rig is to get a cage for your camera. This here is a Smallrig 2646 cage for the GH5. It costed me 79 euros. I honestly would have gotten the Tilta one, but this one is pretty much all I need, so let's put it on the camera. Or rather, let's put the camera in it. And there you go, caged and contained. Next up, you might as well put a base plate on your rig so you can mount more accessories. So here we have the Smallrig 1674 U base plate for 29.65 euros. And we have a base plate. Now, in order to actually properly mount accessories to this base plate, you need some 15mm rods, which is why I have the Smallrig 1051 rods for 14.90 euros. And I don't have these for nothing, because next up we have the Fxlion Nano V-mount battery plate for 79.50 euros. The reason I have it like this instead of the normal, you know, the swivel or whatever you call it, you can tilt it and stuff. This battery plate actually did have that, but I made it like this because on this one, it's the bracket that it's used. It's actually very weak and it flexes a lot when you tighten it and try to, you know, keep it in place. It doesn't like to stay in place, and I don't want it to move around while I'm shooting. So I just made it like this. That way the battery can just slide on it horizontally like this. There might be some questioning regarding this method, but honestly, it'll work fine for me. I don't actually have a V-mount battery yet. That's gonna come next month, which I will also do a video about, don't worry. And I like to have the screen flipped out like this, so that I can still access touch controls if I need it. Next up, let's do a tripod mount. So we have the tripod plate for the series SH25 tripod for 219 euros. Next up, we have a big item. What's in the box? This is the Smallrig 3782 follow focus set for 399 euros. This comes with your focus motor, your hand grip, and a bunch of mounting accessories, as well as this gearing for on your focus ring. These things fucking suck, by the way. Do not buy these. Just buy fitted ones for your lens. Don't get these adjustable ones. They are literally so unreliable. I also keep 2 batteries in here. We have a Canon LPE6, which is meant for the hand grip, and a Sony NPF, which is meant for the focus motor. Because this is a wireless follow focus kit after all, so you can put a NPF battery plate on your focus motor and put the NPF battery on it. However, I prefer to keep it off and just have it connected via a cable. I just find it a lot cleaner that way. There's not much clunk on the focus motor, if you know what I mean. And I actually need this battery for something else, so I'll keep that to the side until we get to that item. The LPE6 battery, however, that goes inside of the focus motor so that we can actually use it. Firstly, put this piece of trash on the lens. Then I mount the Nato rail and 50mm rod holder onto the top of the cage. I put the rod inside the rod holder. I put the focus motor on the rod. I take the hand grip and I put the Nato rail mounting thingy on it. And I put it on the side of the cage. And we have a focus system on our rig. Now, what is a camera rig without a top handle? That is why I have the Smallrig 4175 top handle for $89.95. That's it. That's all you have to. And what kind of psychopath doesn't mount their monitor on top of their top handle? Which is why I have the Smallrig 2174B monitor mount for $65, which goes from a 3/8 with eye relocating pins to a little tilt mechanism with a 1/4 on the end. And why would I have a monitor mount without a monitor? Which is why I have the Atomos Shinobi 5 for $329. And this is actually what I use that NPF battery for. It goes on the back of the monitor to power it. We now have power to our monitor. For now at least, we are almost done assembling this rig. There's just something missing in front of the lens, because I don't like it when I'm on a shoot and people see my camera and they think that I'm taking a photo, so they just stare down the barrel of the lens and it just looks like I'm filming a bunch of fucking zombies. I need to make my lens look a little more video camera like, while also having it being able to block out some lens flare and have a little extra protection for the lens. Which is why I have the Smallrig 3196 mini Mattebox for $119.95. And I cannot mount it to my lens without the 95mm to 58mm adapter ring, also by Smallrig, from the 3383 set for $34.90. There you go. And finally, to quite literally tie this rig together, we of course need to connect everything together. So I have a Atomos HDMI cable that I totally didn't pay 59 euros for, as well as a USB-C cable to USB-C, which is for the monitor and the follow focus. And with that, the rig is complete. For now at least. Let's power her on and show some test footage. Wow. Wow, keyboard, wow. I would say it's a very reliable rig for now. I've been able to shoot some very nice things with it, which I will actually show right now.